Here we go.
Everything's official.
See, this is good. No, but you know what it is. We start and we get this little back and forth, and if you're not ready, Lou, you're not ready. You can't allow me. You can't come at me not being ready when you're not ready.
Yo.
Hello. I want to say hi to Sean. Shawnee. Hello.
Welcome back to Breeze Shooters, everyone. We're the show that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between.
We love the tweeters.
I'm your host, Lou, joined by
The
sometimes,
one and only.
Chris, we haven't spoken really since the 1 year anniversary.
No. You've been very busy. Family things, but you've been busy. I'm over here recovering, so I'm always in the house.
No, I know, and it's funny that you said that because I just got interviewed by the Smart Cherry Thoughts. Check them out on YouTube.
Smart cherry. That sounds like a pornographic site.
That's what I thought it was. That's what they quickly got my attention. Really, you need it? I'm all in. So no, they interviewed me. It was very last minute. They so basically they're like a daily talk show podcast thing, and what the theme of it is that they go around the globe and they interview different people living in different parts of the world just to get what's going on in other parts of the world. They're based in India, but it was a good interview, and pretty much what the guy was telling me that he was carrying dead weight similar to me, and he goes, sometimes you got to know when to hack it off, and
Wow.
I found that I was like, wow. He was expressing what I was thinking in my head. It was one of those Mel Gibson moments, thinking like a man or thinking like a woman.
Think like a woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking like a man is
That-
hard or something.
Yeah, that's why I switched it to, thinking like a man. But anyway, it was something like that along those lines. I said, wow. So, more to come. Stay tuned. We'll see how this progresses.
You know what, Lou? I take it the first time, I take it the second time, and but
Chris has been more
as you
than 10 times.
it's been a lot of times. It's been a lot of times. So my thing is, you say it, and now you're saying it in interviews because there's a second interview that you go on your own. I have no problem with that because at the end of the day, you're putting the brand out there, and that's what we need. But this is the second interview that you go on that I know of.
Could I interview
and you?
Can I interview?
Go ahead. Sure. Go ahead.
I think you're fibbing to the people. First of all, shout out to Mr. A from the set. Thank you for the continuous support and love, brother.
That's the first one. That's the first interview that you decide to.
I'm going to correct you.
Shots at me.
I'm going to correct you. We both had the opportunity to go on. You with your $6,000 phone, me with my Metro PCS phone. I got on. You didn't get on. I don't know. You still got the AOL dial-up on the laptop that you attempted to pull out that day. The engineer's still laughing. He goes, I didn't know they made those shits.
The engineer is the problem, actually, but we'll get into that later. You just pulled off what these politicians have been pulling off. You took where I was going, and then you flipped it and you started attacking me and putting the blame on me. Meanwhile, the topic is that you've been on a couple of interviews and you've been bad-mouthing me. That's the topic. But you see, you try to flip it the people.
We call that a Trump pivot.
That's a Trump.
You know, in basketball, when you pivot around on that one point. You're not gonna get.
So I'm like, so now you tell me what happened in Sweet Cherries. Was it Sweet Cherries?
Sweet Cherry Thoughts.
Yeah, Sweet Cherry Thoughts. If that's not a fucking porn site, I don't know what is.
You doing it? Didn't even go up.
But now you go and you badmouth me again.
No.
Now,
Chris, I didn't badmouth.
I don't think it's
I didn't bad.
You said that you gotta hack off the dead weight. You're talking about me.
He said that.
I don't know why you say that.
Remember, see, you missed it already.
Okay.
I said these were thoughts.
No.
He brought him to the surface, and I said, "Yo, this guy."
But now there you go. Now you're saying it here, and now you're saying that he can read your mind. So now, what I thought was just jabs and jokes, now I think you actually believe what you're saying. So my advice to you is stop saying it because it's not true.
Chris, I mean, hey, just for the record, I didn't say anything. The guy said
but you say no. I'm talking about what you're saying now, Lewis.
No, I'm just sharing with you how insightful the guy was. And
no, of course.
He read my mind without saying it. I was like, wow. Sometimes when the stars align.
Oh yeah, the sun is shining. Yeah. I know all that shit. I wake up like that every morning, but that's not the point. What I'm saying is that you better stop saying that shit because you're believing it. And meanwhile, my milkshake is what brings the people to the yard. You need to understand that. I'm the talent
here. Yo,
you had another Brokeback Mountain adventure. You got something to say about that, or are we just gonna skip over? I throw it at you by surprise, because I like to surprise you.
No, we went there, but it was all right. But there wasn't really a lot of funny moments to kind of. No, it was cool. Yeah, it was believe it or not, it was very relaxing, man. It was cool. Listen, if you've never been camping, you should go camping just for the simple fact of the fireplace. The fireplace with all the chairs just circled around the fireplace. They're just, shooting the breeze, having a drink. It's really cool, really mellow time.
Good conversations, or just relaxing and not really good conversations, but just enjoying the fire. That's what I want to know.
There was good conversation, but I was drifting off, just enjoying nature.
That's very important.
Sometimes you gotta, just gotta self-reflect, look back.
100%. I agree with you 100%. I like to self-reflect every day.
Yeah. Well, you're not reflecting enough. You need to reflect. Yo, Christian. Put some gears. So congratulations to the Lakers. They won. You saw the game 6?
I saw game 6. Yes. I switched it off at half because it was a blowout.
Yeah. What are you?
Well, now,
on everything in terms of win that championship. What are your thoughts of the bubble and everything?
That's where I'm. What I wanted to talk to you about. I was just having a conversation with Kareem because people keep bringing up Jordan. At the end of the day, we got to give LeBron his spot in the greatest players of all time. Yeah. I'm not gonna number it because there's no need to number. If you want to do it the right way, let's do it by positions. And by positions, my best player of all times was Larry Bird, and by position, he trumps Larry Bird. As the best small forward. Shooting guard, we already know is MJ. And then you got your debates for centers, point guards, and power forwards. I know you probably go with Barkley, but I think Duncan.
Believe it or not, Barkley is my favorite player of all time, but I think Tim Duncan is
the greatest power forward. Yeah,
some will argue that he's with center, but now he was a power forward though most of the time.
Yes, so that those conversations are coming up, and I don't engage in those conversations anymore, Lou, because there's no way to, if you're a Michael Jordan fan or you're a LeBron fan, there's no way that it's an opinion. Because if we're going to talk about championships, then Bill Russell is the greatest of all times.
Yep, you're right.
If we're going to talk about scoring, then Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest of all times. So, it's all an opinion. If we talk about errors, it's different. And the thing is, Jordan had it bad in physicality with the Pistons and New York, and they were beating them down. But back in the 60s, Russell had bigger challenges being a black man in Boston in America. So so this is why I don't engage now. Going back uh uh to the bubble thing. Congrats, great job by the NBA and the commissioner Silver because Adam Silver because not one case, I believe not one case of COVID during 172 games played.
No, he definitely got it right. That the bubble,
and he
the bubble
worked.
was smart. It was very smart because now you see in the NFL they're running into issues because they're traveling, people getting, affected.
And it's fucking us on our fantasy shit, Yeah, we got.
We bring it into perspective. No, but going back to your point, I agree with you 1,000%. I think it's unfair to try to put LeBron in that Michael Jordan conversation. Hey, two totally different players, totally different.
different
Yeah,
positions also.
you gotta. To me, if you were gonna do a comparison with LeBron, the closest thing you could compare him to is Magic Johnson, and that's not even fair to Magic because Magic was solely distributed, but their games were very alike, where they passed the ball a lot, big men that could dribble up and down. So I think Michael Jordan is like a once in a lifetime type of player. I think Kobe was really close to Michael Jordan. I think it's fair to say that if you was gonna say, it'll be Jordan, Kobe, but that's not a knock on LeBron. LeBron, like you said, one of the greatest forwards ever to play the game. So, yeah, I think that they should just put that to rest and just move forward.
But you got
appreciate him because I didn't appreciate Jordan. I hated Jordan so
no.
much.
I hated Jordan
All the time.
He killed the Knicks.
And
but
then
that doesn't mean
there, I thought we are gonna go far. Fucking Charles Smith, just a little putbacks. I say you mother.
But just because I hated Jordan doesn't mean that I'm my mind is that open that I cannot. I hate him, but I hate him because of how good he is and how he killed my Knicks.
Yeah.
So, but just because I hate him, he's not the greatest. No, the greatest is this and that. No, and that's the problem with they want to say that he switched teams, whatever. Excuse me, LeBron.
That's the big knock, though. I think that's where a lot of people can't, especially guys from our generation, because we grew up on a guy gets drafted, he stays with that team, but it's a business now, and LeBron's he gave everybody a different game plan. He goes, hey, listen, you got to maximize your time, you got to move around, you got to network. So it's just a different style of play. But like yourself, like you said earlier, he's a great guy. It's just that aspect of it is hard to.
I don't. That's the thing. Then and that's another thing that I don't knock him for that. I don't knock him for that. That he even when he decided to and I appreciate the game. I appreciate him as a player. Like you said, Lou, we see these types of players once every 30, 40, 50 years. Yeah. LeBron's going to his 17th year and his game hasn't dipped. 17 years.
Chris, you saw how many times he went to the lane dunking the ball? I mean, how much mileage he has, man. That dude has a lot of miles on that.
He got and then he didn't miss. He hasn't missed a lot of games.
Very durable.
But he invests in his body. I read an article that his body alone is 1.5, 1.7 million. He invests in his body, he takes care of his body, which is very important when you're an athlete.
Chris,
but
it's almost equivalent to you. Like if you had to put a number on an amount of wings and beer that you invest in your body, is it up there like the $1 million level?
Louis, I've told you this in the past. You're not allowed to say fat jokes to me.
I love when you start a diet because you think that's your line. Listen, chubby checker. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that ever again. Don't you fucking.
That's my Denzel / LL Cool J.
Yo, that shit made me. You just skeeved me out there. Don't fucking do that. It looked like you were looking right in my eyes. You fucking.
Listen, I'm gonna take a snapshot of this and I'm gonna send it to you. So,
No, no, go ahead, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
No, so so I read last night or today, I read that Adam Silver is going to give bonuses and time off for the holidays for every worker that was in the bubble. He's
That's
going
not.
to give them a bonus, yeah, because not one case. And when they saw somebody break the line, the bubble, you're out.
A lot of crazy stories though in the bubble. There was one where a guy had a girl dress up like a guy to try to sneak her in. He got caught. I forget who the player is. They sent him home. There was another guy that tried to leave the bubble to go get some fast food. He got left. There was another guy that was trying to bag the girl that does the temperature reading because she was like one of the few girls in the bubble. He was trying to get her up to the room. I think he got in trouble. So, a lot of crazy shit, and I can imagine more shit will come out later. Now that it's
Yeah, stories. Yo, you didn't see Rondo's kid drinking champagne, and the kid's like 8 years old.
Are you serious? I hope that was with water.
There's a picture. There's a picture. Rondo's in the floor with either the championship trophy or the ball or something. Confetti all over. His son is to his right side with a bottle.
Straight to the head.
And the kid can't be more than 8-9 years old. It was funny. It was funny.
Crazy.
I don't remember where I saw it, but I'll try to find the picture and send it to you.
No, but one of the funny things that is trending right now that's hysterical is everybody's talking about that LeBron whipping his son's ass with smoking weed. They said
yeah.
Televised.
That kid is so stupid too, man. That kid, like I see things, and you're in a great situation.
But Chris, you're a young kid. You don't know that. You don't know that. All you know
you
is
don't think
that is the greatest person in the world, but you're also a kid and you're trying to fit in with your other friends. You're trying to fit in with your friends. And I'm pretty sure it can't be easy. Not all the times you're gonna be fully accepted. It's like
what, you're right.
You ever been to school where the rich kid is trying to fit in with the kids from the hood? He's like, hey, yo, come hang out.
Nah, I never went to school with rich kids.
There was always one rich kid. Rich compared to everybody.
Yeah, I got you.
Like that, we're working pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nah, man. It was the NBA was so now they're saying it was a challenging. They're saying it's a lot of people want to discredit the championship because of the bubble, but mentally it was probably the toughest season because you don't get back. You don't get back with your families. You don't get back. You were basically locked in a luxurious prison,
hotel,
luxurious camp because you can't leave.
Their families came the last 2 weeks, I think, last 2-3 weeks.
Whoever opted for their families, it came the last the kid. I think the kid Tyler Hero, I think his name is.
Miami.
He shot his shot with this IG model, and he kept asking out, and I guess at some point she figured, oh, wait a minute, this guy's an NBA player, so they hooked up, and she was with him in the bubble.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah. It was, I found that funny too, but he was that kid is really good.
No, he is. But what I found interesting though was that going back to your point, I think it's more difficult because what happens is for those players that don't live in Miami, B, you can't go outside. It throws you out of your rhythm, your routine. But on the flip side too, I think we also benefited as viewers because by them not running around and exerting energy on other things, I think they were so well rested that we got the best out of them in terms of athletic play. Because a lot of these guys, if they're in their hometown, they're going to strip clubs, going to bars. Not to say they didn't have that there. They probably did have bars, but they're probably not hanging out till late hours and things like that. So they were better rested, which translates to better basketball. What do you?
I believe so.
I think I saw.
I believe so. I like I said, it was. I believe it was. That was the case. I don't know if there was. I'm pretty sure there was bars and stuff, it was just, but I know that mentally it wasn't a easy thing to, you know, to overcome, to get used to,
Yeah.
because you know, it's funny because there's this really quick. I don't want to stray too much. There's this reality show that my sister-in-law watches, and it's called Big Brother. You probably heard of it.
Yes, yes. That's been around for a long time, big brother.
Yeah, it's been around for like 20 years. So what they do is they take 12, 14, 16 people, they put them in a house, and there's physical competition and there's mental competitions. So they always say, she's always saying, Chris, you will do good in this because you know your social game and this and that. And I'm like, so now with this shit going, with the shit going on, I go back to when the lockdown first began, and that I would stay in the house for not even a day, because at 4 o'clock in the morning I would always go outside to get some fresh air. These people are locked in the house. So the mental aspect of it, the first couple of weeks is not a problem. There's a lot of people. You're plotting to see who you're gonna kick out, who you're gonna align with, or whatever. But when that first month goes out, and then that second month starts kicking in, and you know that you sometimes you can't go even. It's a beautiful, luxurious house. They got a backyard with a swimming pool, everything. But sometimes they use the backyards for the competitions. So
Mm.
sometimes you're not allowed to go to the backyard because they setting up for a competition, and 1 or 2 days could pass. That's 1 or 2 days that you got to stay inside the house.
Yeah.
So going to where we're talking about the bubble, I think that not being able to, like you said, go out to the strip club or to have a drink, just a regular routine. It doesn't have to be nothing, you know. Just I want to go out for a jog today.
Yeah.
You can't
Dinner,
even
lunch, restaurant,
dinner,
bowling.
simple shit,
Yeah.
day to day shit. So, and that fucks with your psyche. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking, how many months were they in the bubble? I think it was 2 or 3 months also, right?
About 3 months. 3 months. Yep. They went.
So you know that gets to you, man. That gets to you. You know, I respect the decision of the players that didn't, that decided not to. There's a player from, is he from the Lakers? Is, oh, should he get a fucking ring? What's his name? He played. You know, I'm thinking Avery something.
Avery Bradley. Yes.
Bradley.
He was one of the first guys to say, "Hey, no, I can't do that."
I'm not. Yeah, and you
That
know,
sucks
so I
'cause
wonder.
did he? I think he did win. Did he win a ring with the Celtics? He might have won one with the Celtics.
He probably did, but you know,
It sucks though.
uh,
I mean, you got to give it to him anyway because if he played in the regular season, which he did before all this
no, I'm
happened,
pretty sure he's gonna get. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get one. But do you really want to keep it though?
hell yeah, hell yeah, 170,000. So
Meanwhile, you got J.R. Smith and Dion Waiters, and you know they're in the bubble. They you know they hardly played, but they're in the bubble.
listen, the funny thing about all that is Dion Waiters. He went to Miami, signed a big contract, gained like 50 pounds, and then so they were dying to get him out of there. They get him out of there. He goes to LA, wins a ring against Miami. So he beat them 2 times. They're still paying him, and he beat them.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh my God.
so
Yo,
go ahead.
Dak Prescott, man. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I feel real bad for him. And this, and I want to say something to the people that were calling him greedy and this and that. Yeah, at the end of the day, this is why football is such a physical sport, that when you get the chance to ask for money because you're good enough and you deserve. And by the way, he was fucking killing it this season,
Destroying.
killing it. You get the money. I saw a few years ago. I saw also a guy. I don't know if he was a cornerback or he was. I think he was a defensive player. No, he might have been a wide receiver. Thing was, he's in negotiations. He's asking for more money. That season, he gets hurt. All I
Mhm.
see was flip the middle finger to his team, to the team owner who was in the fucking in uh
Press,
in the skybox or whatever. Yeah, man. You gotta get paid and hopefully the Dallas Cowboys. Hopefully, first of all, they say he'll be, by preseason next season he should be good because it's a 6 months recovery. So
If you haven't seen it, guys, YouTube it. I mean, it's something hard to watch.
yeah, it's a little bit gruesome.
It's like pretty much it's like Paul George. It's pretty much just like kind of snapped. The one leg is going that way, his body's facing that way. It's really hard to see. And the thing is, like what Chris said, a really good guy. He just recently came out, became a speaker on mental health because
Mental health.
went through it, and he was doing so much to raise awareness. And going back to what Chris said, he was fighting for that contract, and he was on. I mean, he was on course to break all types of records this year. But now with this, it's going to probably set him back. He would have probably got something like what's the other kid from Kansas City? Some type of money like in that ballpark. What's his name?
Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, who signed like $300 million deal.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and what Chris is saying is so true because football, unlike any other sport, your money's not guaranteed. You can sign a $100 million deal, but maybe only 15-20% is guaranteed. So you only get one big contract like that. So he was trying to maximize, and unfortunately, things didn't.
Well, like I said, hopefully he gets back, and you know what, if Dallas cuts him or whatever, I hope he goes to another team and destroys and conquers everything, because it's bad when these billionaires, because they are billionaires, and I know it's a business, but
It is, 'cause
you know,
it's a business.
I gotta,
It's harder, but it's a business, man.
yeah. So that's why, but I'm talking to the people that were actually knocking him for asking for money. No, you ask for your money because you deserve it, and because you're playing in such a risky sport, So hopefully, prayers go out, and he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back. He had a compound fracture and a dislocated ankle. That's what he had.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
we wish him a speedy recovery. Hey, Chris, transitioning gears, talking about contracts. Did you hear about Joe Budden? The Joe Budden
No.
Spotify. So their contract came up and he left. Basically, what they're saying is they offered him a lot of money to stay. Joe Budden is really good for podcasters. If you haven't heard him, he's a good listen. You can find him on YouTube. So basically, Joe Budden's whole plight is that you got to understand your value. And the thing with podcasting, it's a new field where there's really not a understanding as to how much a stream is worth, which would translate into how much a podcaster should generate to make from that, especially with his type of show where he has over a million listeners. So his thing was he was going back and forth with Spotify. Spotify, as you know, gave, I think, Joe Rogan $250 million.
I think it's 100 million.
Like 150 million, but then they also gave Bill Sims. Spotify gave Bill Sims, who has like the #1 podcast show, 100 million, and then some other podcasters, they gave them a lot of money. So Joe's like, hey, so what's going on? What's the value? Because what he was saying at the time, he was #1 on the Spotify podcasters. So he goes, if all these people are getting this much money and he's #1, what's his worth? And he just felt like he was getting lowballed, like he wasn't really getting his true value. So what he did is he left Spotify, and I think within the next week we should be hearing another big name where he's going to land, which is going to be interesting for all podcasters because it will kind of set the playing field as to what a stream is worth, what your value is, especially like with what's his name, Charlemagne, who has now created a network of podcasters. So that means he's gonna like almost start his own radio station where he's taking all these different podcasters and he's gonna give them work. But it helps to know going into that, hey, what does a contract look like? How do I value my worth? Like what's going to be the scale? Where do I fall? So I can know how to value myself properly. So it's like I said, it's a good listen. It's the last 3 episodes of the Joe Budden podcast. He really goes deep into it and he starts breaking it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he talks about the funny, like how they was like, "Hey, here's a Rolex watch instead," trying to give you gifts and plaques.
Yeah.
He goes, "Give me money." He goes, "Give me. I want to know my value. Give me money." And they always dodge the conversation. So that's
So now that we're on Spotify, it's funny because there was for the last few weeks, there's been Joe Rogan has been the people that follow Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan has been and Coco doesn't, yeah, I love Coco. Coco Diaz is a motherfucker. He goes, you saw Joe's apology? You saw Joe's apology? Yeah. Oh, now he has to apologize because he had that Spotify money. So now he has to do right for the Gentiles. so so
I would have told them go fuck themselves if he was on YouTube. Yeah.
so so what happens? Rogan's whole library, Joe Rogan's podcast, um, I believe is very, very good because of the people that he brings people from all views. Like you're gonna talk about religion, he'll bring an atheist, he'll bring a Muslim, he'll bring a Catholic, but he'll bring people that he's not gonna bring just Joe Schmo there. He's gonna bring somebody that knows. So he had a lot of content that the workers in Spotify. I didn't know Spotify had a big office here in New York. Their main office is in New York.
Why is it really? Yeah.
And they offered they threatened to strike if Joe Rogan's library would certain episodes they didn't want the employees from Spotify, and apparently everything is there, so that's a good thing. But Joe has a lot of different type of guests with different types of views and extremists and on both sides, and then he has people in the middle.
But that's why he's successful, because he's going to give you the total picture. He's just not going to give you one view. He's like, hey, you got
One
to
side, yeah.
you got to have representation on both sides if you really want to have an intelligent conversation. So you could kind of talk it out or whatever. But yeah, no, I did hear about that. Listen, that's just the world we live in. It's just
Yeah.
But they knew
It's the cancel culture, of course.
they knew they were getting with him, and that's why he got so much money too, because it involved his whole catalog. So now on Spotify, people will have access to all that. That's why they had to compensate him so heavily.
Yeah.
We got 5 minutes, Chris. The debate. What do you think about it, Pence and Kamala?
I'm gonna tell you something that I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? You didn't see the fly?
The fly I see because it's all over the fucking thing. The fly I saw, and then they put another video. Oh, they were interviewing Obama or something in an office or something, and there was a fly fucking around, and Obama went, bah! I got it. Yeah, I got it. Let's continue. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Oh yeah. They were interviewing him or something, and I guess there was a fly fucking around, and all of a sudden he went, bah! Knocked the fly down. And so all the memes were, hey, Pence, that's how you do it, or whatever. But no, I didn't see the debate. I'm actually it's funny because I'm watching. Trump is a fucking character, bro. So I don't know. So I don't believe he had COVID. I don't believe that. But
a lot of people
so now he comes out and he goes, I'm immune. And he's actually, I'm immune. This is the greatest gift that God gave me. COVID. That's what he said. So now he's in Florida as we speak, probably. And he's over there talking up a storm with a rally and everything. He declined Joe Biden's virtual debate. Meanwhile, he's behind, he's behind on all the polls or whatever.
That's
but
which is for a minute. I don't believe that for a minute.
But if I was so he declined. So I think October 15th was supposed to be another debate, and then there was supposed to be one more closer to the election. Yeah. You see what's happening in Georgia? People, I didn't know. and I hate to sound ignorant, but I didn't know that voting starts a month before. Like voting already started. There's people in Georgia, Lou,
Uh-huh.
for 6 hours in a line.
Heard 11 hours. That's the number I heard. 11
That's
hours. Yo, Chris, and you know what's crazy? My wife just told me today. I opted. I When we were going through this, I said, "Hey, let's just do it in person because I don't trust the mailbox situation." She just got a notification that they're not even doing it in person no more. That now we have to go back to what initially they said to do it via mail. Hold on.
mail-in votes.
No, bye. No, yeah, because they no longer want to do in person. So I was like,
Um, 100,000 ballots came in to this area, the Brooklyn area, with the wrong address.
yeah, so it's gonna be
Orlando, his kid and his wife, he actually showed me the wrong address on it. The
yeah.
fix is in, man. The fix is in. There's
That's
gonna be
why that's why you got to make it your priority to get out there and vote, and don't let any of these slight deterrents stop you. Because I can see people, I'm not. No, you gotta go through it.
yeah, you gotta vote.
Is it robbing you of your right of your selection? And you should be scared because if it starts now on these little things, imagine down the line what they could do to
No,
you.
no. And
Yeah.
the thing is, don't think that you're not affected because everybody's affected. Everybody's affected. Everybody's affected because either you're middle class or you're under middle class. You know, healthcare is involved. The help the
Elderly.
city the elderly get. There's a lot of things involved that you might not think that these people want to cut the funding or against. So you really have to go out there and vote. Me, I want the middle America, Iowa, Idaho, Montana. I want those people to please the the minority. Go out and vote, man. Go out and vote,
Not
and
everybody.
those you know,
Oh,
because
Chris, you did touch on something. Listen, if you're under the age of 26, which I know some of our listeners are, if he gets elected, they're looking to cut that Obamacare plan, which that means you won't have any insurance. And what they're trying to tell everybody is that how that affects is it's going to affect a lot of people with underlying conditions.
yeah,
You won't have the care that's needed. That God forbid if this COVID continues, you're going to be in a really tight spot because they won't have
yeah,
money, the funding to take care of you. So you got to think about that. Think about now. Think about think about your situation if shit turns left. How are you going to
yeah.
things? So,
And not for nothing, Lou. Shit is left. This COVID has turned everything left. So
yep,
imagine you don't have Obamacare, and now you got to pay five, six, $700, and that's on the low end for a
yep.
doctor's visit, for emergency room visit, and that's without medication. I've seen bills. I've seen bills that come.
And work. I mean, the thing is that if you're not working and you don't have that, you got to maintain, you got to stay on your parents' insurance because the two go hand in hand. So a lot of businesses are not going back to the way they are. They're talking about they're gonna put restrictions back in. Certain businesses are gonna probably go back to only pickup orders only, no more dining in because the numbers are starting to go crazy.
Oh, my area. There's about 9 zip codes. The last time I checked, 9 zip codes that they went back to lockdown mode.
Oh, really?
Where no dining out or in, only takeout, essential stores only open, shit like that. You know, it's just
Oh, okay.
you can't hear me.
I
All right.
get you coming in and out.
So go. The it's if you think you're healthy, God bless you, and hopefully you are. But we could always. What if you don't have the health insurance and now you have to go to the hospital? Now it's money coming out of your pocket, and it's
Yeah.
a lot of money.
And
So Go out and vote. Go out and vote.
Absolutely. And one thing I learned about this virus, that it's a different illness in terms of it's no longer about you, it's about the people around you. And what I've learned
Around you, yeah.
about the virus is that as people, you kind of fall into one or two categories. Either you're going to be the person that's selfish and doesn't really care, or you're going to be that person that say, hey, I have to care about other people. It's not about me, it's other people. I might be able to beat it, but my mother, my aunt, my neighbor, whoever, the kid down the street, I'm going to infect them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wear a mask. So yeah, it's so many levels to this, but the bottom line is, please go out there and vote. Make sure you do everything in your power
Yes.
to not let them deter you. Hey, if you got to wait 6 hours on the line, guess what? Let's do it, because you guys are the same guys that wait 6 hours for a brand new iPhone.
To get into the club. Yeah, exactly.
A vote is a lot more important than an iPhone.
Important, yeah. Okay. And I'm sorry I threw you away from the debate thing. I just wanted to, it is what it is.
You say no, I don't know.
No, I didn't watch it. I did want to hear Kamala speak, but they told me Kamala destroyed him.
It's not even destroyed. She did an excellent job. She represented the party well. Listen, Pence, for the most part, he did okay. But the thing is that a lot of the stuff that he was talking about was based on Trump facts. It wasn't actual facts. And, Pence came across as, and he even said it, I'm going to be a loyal soldier. So, but what Kamala's approach was like, hey, I'm adding to this to make this, better. And we need a committee to move us forward. We can't rely on the same thing. Now, had Pence came out and said, hey, you know what? I know he's a little radical, but his intentions aren't good. Something along those lines. Then you got the guy's thinking for himself. But
that's not gonna happen, though.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go down.
Cross.
He's gonna go down.
You can't cross the trumpeter.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Listen, I don't know if you did it on last. Shafiq's daughter, I think the oldest one, 21 years old. God bless, many more. Did you say happy birthday?
Jenna, whew, I had an old moment there. I'm like, what's that? Jenna, happy 21st birthday, sweetheart. We wish you the best. Many more. Shake. If we didn't tell you yet, you fucking old, dude.
Old.
Happy birthday to Letty. Letty, happy birthday.
Letty, my girl, Letty. I gotta stay away from Letty because she violates me. But happy birthday. I love you. Virtually, I love you a lot, Letty.
Letty's giving COVID exams for free.
I don't recommend them.
No gloves.
And no Vaseline.
Hey, again, thank you to all our supporters. We really appreciate the love that you showed us for our 1 year compilation video.
Yes.
We have more things for this year, and we're expecting bigger and better things. Again, check out the interview on the Smart Cherry Thoughts. You can find it on YouTube. It's not up yet. It probably should be up.
You said Smart Cherries. I thought it was Sweet Cherries.
No, that's the old strip club. With that being said, my people, be safe. Make sure to go out there.
Peace out.
Really important.
Vote.
Peace.
Later.